Welcome to Click Academic. This is lesson 2 on the series of logic and set theory. We will be discussing on logic in this lesson. When we talk about logic in our previous class, we talk about proposition, types of proposition, then connectives. So here we are today. We are going to continue with the connectives from where we stopped in the last class. We talk about that the connectives, as I said earlier, that the connectives are what? Conjunction, disjunction, implicative, by implicative, exclusive, or negation. Then remember I said something on this, which is called what? Unitary connectives. Then these are the sentential. These five are the sentential. Whatever we are going to do, we are going to use this. And this may fall within this, but it's what you call sentential connectives, while this one is unitary connectives. So now let's start with the first one, we see conjunction. Okay, you know in mathematical statement we said let P and Q be any statement. Then the conjunction of P and Q is a compound statement denoted by P and Q. You understand? So therefore, O P dot Q. You know, in mathematics, this is all multiplication. It's a sign of preparing the word, the relation between two things, two events, which is true if both the statements are true and false otherwise. This is trying to tell us that P and Q is true only if P is true, Q is true. But in the case that maybe P is true, Q is false, so that statement, so it's not longer a true statement. So now let's take example using this truth table. Let's say we have T, true, false, false, then true, false, true, false. Then now, if you take this, okay, then we have this P and Q. Remember in the definition we say if both of them are true, that one is true, meaning T is true, P is true, Q is true. Then here will be what? True. Right? Then T is true, P is true, Q is false. So false, true. That is false according to the what statement. Then false, true is false. False, false is false. That is about what? And. Then this also under conjunction, that is commutative to change it and see whether it will be. Then true, true, true is true. False, true is false. True, false is false. False, false is false. So now when you look at this, you see that, okay, from this row and this one, or column, I mean, this column and this column, you see that they are the same. True, true, false, 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 false. So therefore, we can conclude that, okay, P and Q is equal to what? Q and P, which is what? Commutative. Meaning we can conclude that conjunction is a commutative. That's one of its what? It is characteristics or properties. Then now we move to the what? To the next, which is conjunction. Or disjunction, I mean. We say, as still we are talking about mathematical statement. For any two preposition P and Q, the disjunction of P and Q denoted by P O Q, because this is P O Q, is the same thing the way you write it, is a compound statement that is true if at least one of the statement is true and is false otherwise. Now, if you look at the conjunction, it says that it is true if both are true. But this one says if at least one is true, otherwise it's false. So now let's take some example. Let's say we have true, true, false, false, true, false, true, false. Now when we say at least either P contain true or Q contain true, at least one must be true. There we have true, truth is truth. Truth, false. You see, at least we have one truth. So therefore, here will be truth. Then we have truth, false. At least we have one truth. Here will be what? Truth. Then false, false. So we don't have truth. So therefore, it's a false. That's what we mean by at least. If they are all false, so it's what? Automatically it's false. Then this is what? POQ. Then what about QOP to know whether it's commutative or not? Then we say, okay, POQ, the same thing. True, at least one will be true, which is true. True, false is true. True, false is true. False, false is false. Now, if you look at this column and this column, you realize that still they are the same thing. We have true, truth, true, truth, true, truth, false, false. So hence, we can conclude that what? POQ is equal to QOP, which is as well as we say is a commutative. That's one of it is what? It is properties. Therefore, the disjunction also is commutative. Then after that disjunction, we have exclusive O. This exclusive O, we also look at definition. We say let P and Q be any statement, then P exclusive Q, denoted by P exclusive Q, O, P, then this is another symbol of it, is true if both the statement differ, otherwise it's false. Meaning, in conjunction, they say that at least there must be truth. That is, both the statement must be truth before it be truth. Then disjunction says that at least one must be truth. Then exclusive O says that they must differ, otherwise it's false. So let's take example. Let's say we have truth, truth, false, false, truth, false, truth, false. Then here, truth, truth. According to the definition, you see they both must differ. Meaning we cannot have true truth. Once it's true truth, that means it's false. Here is false. Then we have what? Here we have truth, false. At least they differ. So therefore here is true. Here also the differ. Truth, false, which is true. And then we have false, false, which is what? False. Since they are the same. Then we can still test the commutativity properties, which is like this. When we say we have, let's say we have true, true is still false. We have false, true, at least one is true. At least they differ. This one, they what? They did not. So therefore, you see that in this case, true, truths are false, while false, false are false. But in the case of conjunction, it says that both the statement must be truth. In the disjunction, say that at least one of the statement must be true. Then exclusive O says that both the statement must differ, otherwise it's false. So this is all about the how we are going to apply these connectives. So this is the end of our lesson. In our next class, we'll see how we battle with the implicative by implicative and negation. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.